Hi, this is Lori from the Pink Girly channel. I had a nap. And with tomorrow being Father's Day, I can't do my regular Sunday stream. So I thought I would pop on. I saw that Beth had finished up. That's Beth Schuler, the Beth Schuler channel. And I wanted to start this project. So I thought I would see if anybody's around. Hey, Colleen, how you feeling? How's your wrist and your thumb? Nice to see you. I finally got my art journaling magazine. I think I ordered this like in February or March. Hi, Sharon Lombard. How are you? Nice to see you. Good evening. Getting better? Oh, good. You were saying it feels a lot better since they casted it for you, so you can't move it. So that's good. I know it's probably uncomfortable with the heat, but what are you going to do, right? Regum. I was just going to say good morning. No, good evening. Is my magazine normal? I finally decided to get a subscription. So I paid for it and signed up for it, I think in like February and March. And like in this day and age, you expect to get it right away. So this is my first one. So I'm thinking it's normal. It's a 2022. Do you mean like is it an old one? Recycled? I'm not sure. Maybe that's what you mean. Oh, you're missing 30. Get out. You know what, Colleen? I didn't even look at the page numbers. What 36 are you missing? So far, it looks like they're all here. Oh boy, that would be a bummer. Yeah, it looks like they're all here. Oh my goodness. $18, $19, $20, $25. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like they're all here. It's a little beat up on the outside, but yeah, it doesn't look like anything's missing. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That's a shame. Well, welcome to everyone that's coming in. I just also wanted to say that I have my subscriber only. I don't even know what to call it. Subscribers only button enabled because the bots are so out of control. And so I don't know if you're not a subscriber, if you can even listen and then subscribe, but you just can't chat. I'm not sure, but you certainly are welcome. It's only 5 minutes. But hey, Angie. Good evening. Nice to see you. 94 to 122. Yeah, there's 122. Yeah, no, I have mine. Do you want to see them? Or would it make you feel worse? I'm sure they'll give you another one, right? They're going to send you out another one, aren't they? For those of you coming in, Colleen got her magazine and she's missing 36 pages. That's 36. That's a lot of pages. You were bored, Ange? Nothing going on? So I think I have maybe one other art journaling magazine that I purchased. That's an old, an old one. So this is my first experience, really. And I haven't gone through it with a fine-tooth comb. But there was one project that kind of just jumped out at me, and I just liked the way the pages looked, and I wanted to replicate them and do something similar. Of course, I don't think she really tells you how she does it. She tells you what she did. Of course, I don't keep Post-it notes by my chair, so I don't have it marked. So let's see if I can find it again. I think it's right before this. Yeah, it's this lady. It's called Unframed. So that's what I'm hoping to go towards this evening, at least work towards it. And I just wanted to show you what I was working on earlier today and just really kind of maybe give you an idea. Maybe somebody's already thought of this idea. But I had some greeting cards that I had made that some of you may or may not know. Hey, Kathy. Kathy, I got your message. I'm well, but I haven't gotten a chance to get back to you yet, but I will. I probably will send you a private message through Instagram. All right, Ange. Okay, Angie's been crafting too, but she has to take a rest. So I came out of a co-op that I had been a part of for, gosh, probably a good 7 or 8 years. And some of the product I had to bring home were greeting cards. And I was just trying to rework some of them because I like them, but I don't have any use for the greeting cards. So I thought, why don't I use those instead of, I like to make envelope journals or just envelope pockets, putting envelopes together and using them for whatever. So I was working on that today. So I took a couple of the envelopes and I cut the card off, the card front, where it bends. And I took that off to use as the front of the envelope journal. So some of these, I don't know if I'm going to put pages in yet or just use the pockets. You could really put them inside of a journal. I think there's a little bit of bulk because some of them, see, I used the pop-up dots. And then some of them I put together a long time ago. I watched one of G. Kerr's. Hers are a little different, but she puts the envelopes together. I'll say these are 2 envelopes, okay? And the flaps would be out this way. She puts the bottom edges together, and she puts either paper or fabric, and she hinges them that way. I think she takes them all apart, too, so she can stitch all the way around them. I didn't do that. But I just put them together with the fabric, and I think I'm going to sew some pages in this one. Now, this was not my best idea because it's jean. I like the denim, but this is just regular denim, so it's kind of heavy. So I'm going to be looking for, I feel like my camera needs to be there a little bit maybe, a lighter denim, so like it folds easier. So I'm not sure how this one's really going to work out. But that was the front of another card, see, and then I can have a little journal. See, that one's not folding down so great. I might have to latch this. And then this one, I just slid the envelopes inside of each other. So I'm going to put some little pages in there. But again, I cut the card where it folds. And so it's just the card front. And this one I put together with the fabric. I had some black fabric. So I think I'll stitch some pages in there. So if you have any, like if you have some cards that you've made or really anything that you've painted or drawn and you like it, but you don't know what to do with it or you don't have a use for it, maybe you can make a little journal for yourself. Now this one's a little different. because I didn't have a second envelope that matched. So I just glued the card front on the flap and then added paper to make a pocket. So I have a pocket here, and I think I might stitch a couple pages in there. So just an idea, because, you know, a lot of times we have a lot of stuff laying around. If you're like me, it's like, oh, I don't know if I'll ever use it, but I can't throw it out. Hoarder, 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 hoarder. So that's kind of what I was working on today. I think, oh yeah, I was doing some other stuff too, but I don't think you need to see that. And then, of course, I was trying to clean up, and it seems like when I try to clean up, I just make another mess. It's like I just move one thing from one place to another, and then I don't know. I can't keep up with it. Anyway, this lady, for those that are just coming in, this is my first edition. Thanks, Colleen. Of my art journaling magazine by Stampington and Company. And the article that I was kind of focusing on or inspired by is by Elizabeth Tichvon, Tichvon. And she says she found, I guess, at a vintage object. I don't know if she says where. And it was an old frame. And when she took the frame apart and took the picture out, it had newspaper in between the picture, and you know how you have that cardboard on the back of a picture frame. So it had paper and the cardboard and those kinds of things. And she thought it was really cool. And so hi, Tanya. So she wanted to do something with it. So she decided to make a journal. Now it looks like her journal pages are separate. So she said, to create this journal, I disassembled and transformed an old broken frame print into a hand-bound art journal using many of its beautifully aged components. As I could creatively bring forth. While dismantling the frame, I found it was stuffed with newspaper and some interesting looking cardboard as padding to hold the piece in place. As I uncovered each layer, I considered how I could use the intensely aged elements in an art journal. So that's something I would never even think of. I would never even think to look at a framed piece, an old framed piece, and what I might be able to do with it other than hang it on the wall. I don't know, I'm just saying. So she doesn't say how she does these pages, but you know, they're kind of all just what do I want to say, like beige, you know, just neutrals. That's the word I'm looking for. Neutral colors with a little bit of stenciling and scraping, it looks like. And then she just saved the bits from what was in the frame. So I don't even know if this is why she bought the piece, like maybe for that. So then she gives some tips. Don't let damaged items deter you from using them as a collage element. The broken picture frame she used in the journal proved to be the enchanting ephemera. And then she tells you how to successfully use old paper and pages, which I'm sure most of us, if not all of us, you know how to do that. It can be much more manageable to start small when approaching a collage project than to ultimately be overwhelmed by size. She's telling you to throw perfection out the window. She says, I find the stickiest and most interesting looking tapes in family-owned hardware stores. Oh, I would never have thought that. Which are wonderfully well stocked with materials you'll rarely find in arts and crafts stores. That's a cool tip. To give your glued down collage pieces a unified look, randomly cover the edges of each element with white or other neutral toned paint or gesso. I like that tip too. So I'm going to try to do my own thing. I don't have a framed piece that I took apart, but what I do have is an old book. And the other thing that I have, this was a little cooking book. And I don't necessarily want a cooking journal. Now, these pages are very, all right, Angie says you're all going to think I'm crazy, and I should have taken a picture of a titmouse sat on a chair outside and chirped at me. No joke. Because come for a visit. Ange, are you in and out of the tub that fast, girl? But I like these little pages. I like the size. I do like that they're silky, but that might, I don't know if that's going to be problematic. I don't really want to get out my jelly plate, you know, to cover this all up. But I have quite a few. Now, I'm not going to use all of these. But I thought I might try. Now, the other thing that this gal says is because she stitches the pages together. Where did I see that? She puts a piece of masking tape on the side that she would bind to give the pages extra strength, and then gesso. Now, I don't have masking tape, but I do have some pretty, oh, I just put it back. I'll have to get it. I have some pretty duct tape that I thought might work. Be the same type of idea. So I thought I would just start by covering up a couple of these pages. Now, mine aren't singles, as you can see. They're folios. So I would hinge mine different than what she would do. But the other thing that I have, I took this apart earlier, is this old book. Now, I can't find a date of how old it is. The cover, what did I do with the cover? Here it is. Adventures of a Brownie, profusely illustrated. Angie, you're funny. See, well, even here it doesn't, it belonged to Muriel Williams. But I think I can get this, off too and use this somehow. But the pages are so brown and worn, and the illustrations are really cool. Now, you would think here it would say a date, but I don't see one. And maybe it's not that old. Maybe it just, you know, didn't wear well. So I thought with some of this and the pages being so cool and the images being, you know, kind of on the cool side, I could go through and maybe do something with it. I'm not sure that these pages would, you know, fold real well. Yeah, see, they're real crackly. So, you know, they're going to tear. So I thought for collage, you know, it might be great. Of course, I didn't read it. I don't really read. And I don't know if it's all one story or not. And some of the pictures I might not use, you know, of course. There's a chicken and a, can you see the, I mean, aren't the pictures cool? Kathy's asking, where do you find the magazine? This one, Daphne's Diary, and the other cool ones like this. I went to the Stamping and is it Stamping? Stamping Ton and Company website. And they had it there. You know, you could choose which magazine that you wanted to order. And so I got it there. And it's STAMPINGTON. Stamping Ton and Company. And it's not cheap. And I think the price is a little cheaper right now, but they say it's going to go up. Or at least, look at that one of the two girls. All right, so I'm going to go get my duct tape. Look, a kangaroo. It kind of does make you want that. I think Muriel may have colored that. That guy's pink. Now there is that one color. Yeah, see, oh, isn't that a shame? I wonder if that would erase off. This is the yes, you got it, Kathy. You got it. I wonder if that would erase off. Oh, it does. Girls, look. It's not too bad. Because this is the little brownie. Hi, Sherry Van. Nice to see you. She's still a little pink, but that's better than it was. Anything but pink. Adventure the Fourth, Brownie's Ride. So I guess, was Brownie a nickname for a like a pixie or a nymph or a fairy? My granddaughter is starting to learn. Well, she's reading pretty well. And she said to me the other day she was going to read a book that had almost no pictures. Like, I mean, no pictures, Alma. All words. A chapter book. She's 7. I don't know what Muriel was coloring with, but I could probably hit that with a little paint or something to do a little shading if I really wanted to. Yeah, these pages are really kind of crumbly. Okay, so I don't really know what else I'm going to use with it, to be quite honest. This is the first time I'm really kind of looking through. I just yanked off the cover and saw the yummy old pages. Oh, there's a nymph. It's a boy nymph. He looks rather tall. Rather tall, don't you think? So I've got my heavy duty, oh, he's cool. So I've got my heavy duty gesso. And I've got some golden matte medium sitting here. And I've got my substrate that I want to use. I've got some water I could use to clean a brush in. I'm thinking I'm going to need to add something else. Oh, look at that. I think they're all different stories. Hold on, let me see. See, that looks like the end. Adventure, the sixth and last. Brownie and the Clothes. That doesn't look like the last because there's that little baby. So what's everybody else up to tonight? Oh, see, that one looks interesting. think they're all different little stories. You take a graham oh, she's cooking. You take a graham cracker crust, Cool Whip, Kool-Aid. Oh, my husband was just talking about that, Angie. Hey, Janice. Good evening. Adventures of a Brownie, originally published 1929. Yeah, probably. But see, it doesn't have any of that in there. And Kathy's been working on a shabby chic steampunk journal. Look at this, Sleeping Beauty. Wow, these are even darker back here. The Snow Queen. Can you tell the difference? Hi, Gail. The History of Whittington. The Snow Queen. Oh, I haven't my boots. I haven't my mittens, cried the little Gerda. Huh. Oh, well, it's too late. I'm not going to read it now. I'm going to be ripping it apart. See, it's real crumbly. Makes a lot of dust. Okay. So, I should have looked at the page again. These are pretty too. I mean, everything's so far. I know sometimes you get a magazine. Hey, Allie Kay. It was in order earlier, Ree, because I took the back off and cut all the strings. And I left it the way it was. All right, so I'm going to go get my tape. And I guess I'm going to just start maybe scraping on some paint. And I don't want to enable anybody, but I'm terrible. I was on Facebook Marketplace, and somebody had this wheel of fabric. You know how you can buy those wheels of fabric? Gosh. You know, at the craft stores or, Michael's and, I'm sure Joanne Fabric, those places. You didn't like the fried ice cream? Yeah, I heard that was good too. But I was on the marketplace. I don't even know what I was looking for. Sometimes, some nights it's late. There's nothing on TV. I just go looking through there to just, see what's what. I don't know. And there was this wheel of, Barnes and Noble too has it. Oh, for the magazine. Oh, good. I didn't know that, Colleen. This is a wheel of Batik fabric. They call it a jelly roll. I'm pretty sure they call this a jelly roll, Allie. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it. But can you see this well enough if I hold it this way? Hey, Mitzi, hi. Ooh, gift card to You're in Business, Kathy. This is the fabric that I think they put wax down. Gail would know. Gail will know. Put wax down and then they dye it and then they pull the wax off. Look at these. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it. It's like 2.5 inches wide. But I have fallen in love with this type of fabric. Hi, Dee Dee. Oh, I missed it. She said she's had a busy day. Can you stand some of that? Now, some of it's the same. See, that's the same. Look at that. I love that one. Look, it's got a little orange in it. Up in like an orange. Look, it's got corals in the orange. So I'm thinking there might be some of this I could use on my page. Look at that. Make snippets. I just think it's so cool. You can't see Dee Dee in chat? Oh, I fell asleep, Dee Dee, and then I woke up. I missed the 100 giveaway. And then she did a speed. It wasn't really a speed round. It was like a recap. So I stayed awake for that. So I guess I finally went to sleep around 1:30. I know, right? Mitch, I couldn't stand it. It wasn't cheap. And then I saw another jelly roll and I thought, oh man, I paid way too much for this. But see, I forgot it was the Batisque. I don't think I'm saying that right. If I could look at the word, I could say it right. But I threw away this sticker. Look. Huh? Oh. I mean, I'm really. Batik. Okay, I keep thinking there should be an S in there. Batik. Thank you, girls. I'm thinking I could probably leave some of this in my will to my granddaughter. So there you have it. Look at that. I know not everybody likes orange. Batik. Thanks, Ree. I don't know why. When I see a pattern like that, I think of olives. There's a restaurant. I don't know if there's any in Jersey. Probably there are, but I know in Pennsylvania we would go to. It's called Ruby Tuesday. And they have shades on their lights that are similar to this. And every time I see them, I think of olives. So once I get rolling on my pages, I might be able to use a little snippet of that. All right, so I'm going to put this off to the side because I might need to have a look. And these are the pages I'm going to be using. See, look at all the dust and crumbs it makes. And this is probably not wise, but I'm just going to leave these hooked together. And I'm going to try to, okay, so I'm going to use, I have celery green. I'm going to use some, I love greens. A couple different greens. And I'm going to get my duck tape. For years, I thought it was duct, like, air conditioning ducts. And just realized it's really duck. Like the quack, quack. Like the quack, quack, quack. So unlike the gal in the magazine, I'm going to leave my folios, not that she took hers apart. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying hers are single sheets. And I guess I could have used washi tape too, but this is a little more textured. Whew. Okay, that's good, Ray. Ray, I always say Ray instead of Ray. All right, so I'm going to put this down first because I want to scrape. Now, the gal in the magazine, she doesn't have instructions. She was just talking about how she had purchased that frame, and then once she took it apart, decided to make and use the frame and the newspapers and stuff, the cardboard that was stuffed inside. Yes, thank you, Gail. But I thought that was their brand name as well. Not the sharpest tack in the drawer. Not by a long shot. All right, let's put that up there. I'm going to have to unearth some of that, I think, in a bit. It's a little flexible. I might use that. I just noticed that some of these, oh, that's flexible too. So, not all of these cards are created equal. Some of them are quite, that's a little stiffer, quite stiff, and it's not as easy to scrape. And I think I might want a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Maybe a little, oh, I didn't really want to spin the wheel. This is called iced espresso. Maybe I like a little bit of that. So I'm just going to start putting some stuff down and ooh, I do like things that shimmer. And I don't care if a little bit of my, not so much the words maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Now this paper is not real light, but it's not real heavy, but it is as my sisters and I would say when we were little, silky. The pages are silky. That dark green really kind of took over, didn't it? Didn't it? So tomorrow I won't be streaming. The littles are coming. The littles are coming. The littles are coming. We'll have lunch and hang out. We were going to go to the pool, but it's going to be really cool here tomorrow. It was so steamy hot yesterday. And goodness, it's just so cool here now. I had to shut the back door. Nice breeze. Now I did purchase when I was starting to run out of I purchased a heavy duty one. It doesn't say heavy duty. Heavy gesso. Yeah, it's cool for you too. I mean, it was 93, which is kind of really warm for June in our area. The pools in our development are heated, But it's getting out of the pool. And it was real breezy today, but that cool air came in and oh my goodness. All right, I'm going to use my heat gun. I don't really care if the underneath. It's super hot here with 97. Oh, yeah, that humidity is really. The humidity just drains me. I'm going to pop on some. I'm very visual. I should probably keep my magazine open. I'm just going to pop on a little bit of this. You know, when other people do this, they say it's not hard, and it's not hard to do it, but for some reason, theirs always, I don't know, looks better than mine, you know? Like when Colleen and Kathy are doing it, and Dee Dee, Murray. I'm getting some yuck in my... Okay, let's get... Gail says it's going to get up to the 90s again next week. I think it's the same for me, Gail. And Allie says, I know our weather has been up and down here too. Some days low of 80 and the next 64. Yeah. And you're, are you in Wisconsin? Or you're out that way somewhere, right, Allie? You're not Nebraska though, are you? For some reason, I'm thinking you're Wisconsin. I have a hard time keeping everybody's location in my mind. And let's just clean that up a little bit so I'm not working in total yuck. Total yuck. It kind of looks like swamp water. All right, so now the first page of this book, it says, right near Lake Michigan. Oh, okay. I was to Michigan once. The Adventures of a Brownie, as told to my child. Okay, Gail, what is a brownie? Is it a fairy? Yes, central Wisconsin. Okay. But I think I would like that on my page. Now I have to remember these pages may not be together because when I put them, you know, in a journal with other pages, right? You can't even see my duct tape. That's still wet there. All right, I'm going to get out my all right, Janice says a brownie. Yes, brownies I think are about the same as fairies, but she doesn't know. That's what Gail says. And then Janice is not quite usually more mischievous. Oh. A little mischievous, I got. Okay. All right, I'm not sure this is going to work. This is my very small tube of vintage antiquing paste. And it's on the stickier side. They're closer to elves. Okay. And let's see. I usually end up, I don't think I want to destroy that. An old playing card here. This will work. I'm going to probably end up putting my fist in this. I like to put a little bit out. You could dab it from the nozzle, but it's not sticky, but it's thick and it doesn't really flow. So I'm not sure if it's going to tear up this old paper or not. So what I'm going to do is a test. English, well, like the shoemaker's elves. Oh yeah. Gail says rarely seen. He was often heard at night cleaning and doing housework, and he also sometimes mischievously disarranged rooms. Oh, what does she say up above? A small industrious fairy or hobgoblin, believed to inhabit houses and barns. Wouldn't that be so cool? Cool. All right, I had a piece of cardboard here that I was inking on earlier. I would like to use that again. So this is a piece of my paper from the book. And I just want to make sure it's not, now see, that just took off one whole chunk. Due to you asleep. I saw a post today. Someone talking to their ghost said, if you can flick lights and move things, how about mopping the floor? Earn your keep. Mop that floor. I asked my husband what he would like for Father's Day. He gave me the same answer he's given me for the last, 36 years? Nothing. But I was thinking of a Roomba. Might be fun. Of course, our dog would be petrified. She doesn't like the vacuum cleaner as it is. Oh, that didn't get so good there. Hi, Judy O. Nice to see you. Good evening. Maybe I'll put that there. Now I've got to find... This little kitty cat's kind of big. You gotta have your cheesecloth at the ready. Yeah. Probably what I want to do, ladies, if I think about this, if I'm going to do, hey, Chris, nice to see you. If I want to put this and make a journal with these types of pages, this probably would be more towards like the front, right? Because I have the front of the book here. like the first page where the first story starts. So I'm going to fold my folio that way. Dee Dee said they had a busy day and they were driving or something. Maybe she's in the car. I didn't. The message went whoop up pretty quick, moved pretty quick, and I didn't catch the whole thing. So I'm going to do that, perhaps. And this. It's not looking at all like I want it to look. I don't feel as though I'm in my groove. I'm turning on my hot glue gun just in case I want it. And let's see. I want to find a picture of, there's a picture of this brownie. Let's see if we can, and the page is already torn. So maybe I'll put him down here. Whoa. Let's see if I can get a little bit of color around the edges of this. See, I'm afraid if I do it the regular way, like this, it's just going to all bust apart. I don't sense any spirits in my house. Have any of you ever tuned in to Kathy Arbor when she's been talking about the things that happened in their home, like when her kids were little? Well, I don't know that they were little. They were young and living at home. And a dark, oh my gosh, she's had some stuff that's happened. Craziness. All right, whose birthday? Oh, is that your dad, Ange? I missed that part. Or is it a pet? He has to be put in with Momo when it was her time to go. Maybe we're talking. No, can't be because she said, oh, her mom is. Oh, it's your mom's birthday? I'm totally confused. I'm not watching close enough. Okay, let's see. I've got some lace. I kind of like that bit of lace. Might be a little too heavy. I should put a clip on my inspiration pages. Oh yeah, I forgot about the stenciling. Cool beans, cool beans, cool beans. I just had this little stencil that went missing and I just found it again. But where did Lori put it? Oh, that's nice, Ange. Hey, Teresa. Oh. My grandmother said she had ghosts in her house. Alright, I need something that's going to show up on that crazy dark green that I used, which I don't think was the best choice. I wonder if yellow, no, maybe the yellow won't show. I wonder if that light blue will show. Let's give it a whirl. If that doesn't work, we'll try the yellow. Let's get a little something going on here. Let's get a little something going on. Judy says, before my mom passed away, I asked her to come to wherever I lived and move a small elephant figurine that she gave me. She has found me in every home I have had. And 1 year I moved toward her. Oh my gosh, Judy. Would never think to do that. That's awesome. Okay. Has anybody ever found a really good white ink? I have stays on, but it doesn't work all that great for me. Maybe I'm expecting too much. Maybe that could be. You know, but I was thinking, like, if you're going to use a white ink, you know, you'd like it to really, you know, show. Wait a minute. Now, see, it's too cold with the door open. It's too warm with it shut. So I could put my hair up. Okay, I'm liking that, all right. This is going to take me, you think, Gail? Ange can't see that. Is Ange crying again? Ange, don't be crying. Oh my gosh, Judy. Oh, Ange, don't be crying, Ange. All right, let's try this white. Every time I go to use it, I kind of need, and this is really, see, it gets dirty real quick because I don't clean my stencils. Hello. Well, I don't want to get crying again, so I'll just say that I wasn't expecting my dad to pass as quickly as he did. So even if I had thought of it, I would not have been prepared to tell him anything because he passed sooner than we thought he was gonna. I wonder if I took, see what I did the other day was I took some white paint and put it on my hand here and used it as an ink pad. I'm going to do it again. But I don't think that I would ever think to do that. And now my mom, who's 90 years old, she's loopy. Okay? She's loopy. She's, oh, that'll be okay. Hey, that works okay. Look, you can use your skin as a ink pad. You should load it up probably more than I did. So I don't know that she would, once she crosses over. You know? Hey, that works pretty good. That works pretty good. I mean, it's not super clear. You could probably do a better job, or a different type of stamp, maybe. Look, it's coming up on my hand, too. Isn't that cool? Yeah, let's paint on ourselves. No problem. Yeah, all right. You don't want it too thick. That works really pretty good, guys. All right. Not too shabby. All right, so she had a little bit of stenciling on there, and she had her tape. She had a beautiful image of that lady. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. And some, boy, that's pretty too. She's just got cool stuff. See, like that looks like a stencil. This looks like it could be a sketch or doodling. And then she's got bits of the newspaper. That looks like the corner of a playing card, does it not? Something like that. She stamped on some linen, and there she's got a piece of, okay, so I had a piece of doily stuff sitting here. I used a piece of this in my steampunk thing the other day. Now I got to remember I'm just working on this portion. All right, so let me put this stuff back. So if I put my cheesecloth up here, I want to be able to see that. This is kind of a little too much. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Judy. Yeah. So all her fuzziness. And I was thinking maybe she would remember. See, now I took off all my that really looks grungy, but I guess that's okay. It's all right. I mean, really, can it ever be too grungy? So I do that, and I put the little brownie in there. I had that piece of, I thought I was going to use a piece of, didn't I pull out a piece of, That might have been something else. This, I don't know what this was, if this was a table runner or what, but this is really neat. Like, well, I guess it's stitched double, like it's, you could pull this apart, see that's doubled. So it's real sturdy. But I could stamp on this too. I know, this kind of hurts cutting this stuff apart. But the shape that it was in when I got it, you couldn't do anything with it. Now, this was a piece the other day that I said looked like a corset. Now, let me get a piece to see. This is all kind of grungy, so this would be cool. I don't think I want... I think I want to tear it. I had a piece of something. I wonder if I knocked it on the floor. Yeah, there it is on the floor. Because I knew I had a piece of something that the little brownie was kind of standing behind. Oh, I love torn fabric. Oh. This is why I can't throw anything out. Because it's all, as my bonus son would say, lovely. It's all lovely. I think that needs to be more narrow. Now, if anybody has a suggestion of something I might have that I can add, I think I want to leave a little bit hanging off. Kind of like that. I think I need something under him. Maybe a piece of my new fabric. Dun 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 dee 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 dun 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 dee 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 dun 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 dee dee dee. This may not do what or look the way I think I want it to look, but we shall give it a go. Let's see. No, I think I need something dark, right? I think I need something dark under him, like a piece of dark paper, or this might be too red. Got a piece of brown bag. Or maybe it's too brown with him being... Yeah, I need a contrast, I think. Hi, Jude. It's nice to see you. Oh, thank you. If I knew you better, I'd say, maybe you should get your ears checked. But thank you. Just trying to see what I have laying around that's easy to grab. Aha! Look, this is a piece of wallpaper. I guess that tears. It sure enough does, boys and girls. This may not be what I am thinking I need. Yeah, I think this is gonna work. Oops, tearing the wrong way. I just need a little contrast, methinks. I don't like that little bit of gold there. Go through a gravel pit. Oh, Judy, Judy, Judy. It's all in the layering, isn't it, though? Heavens to Murgatroyd. All right. I don't want anything on there to be so, like super thick, you know. I just feel like once I'm usually better at this than I feel like I am right now. But I feel like once you get going, you kind of get in a groove. And your pages start to look better, at least for me. I'm not liking maybe the layout. Maybe I need to tuck this under a little bit like that. And maybe have some more. I'm going to put some more of that script stencil over here. So I'm loading up loading up my stamp pad. Forgive me for giggling. And I just, at times really think I'm a weird chick. Quite the weird chick. All right, so now you can fuss around like forever, could you not? And at some point, you just have to say, okay, I'm going to glue it down and move on. Now here's another piece of batik that I had that I think I might add. All right, so let me get this glued down. Now, where's my... I have a little... There it is. I see him hiding. I need to move this over to a different container. My lid is really not tight enough to keep that, in good shape. All right. Don't mind me, I'm just concentrating. So I think in the morning, don't tell Ron, we're going to take another trip to the grocery store. When my kids were little, and we would go to a place called Friendly's, and they would get a dessert called the Conehead. It was just a dip of ice cream with a sugar cone on top. Now, there was chocolate inside the sugar cone, and on the sides of its head, it had two puffs of whipped cream, which my children did not like. And then it would have M&Ms for eyes, that kind of thing. And it was just a fun treat for them. So I was thinking I would make that for my grands for dessert tomorrow evening. But I thought they would be like their mother and not like the whipped cream. And I forgot to get whipped cream. So I asked her today because I thought I'm not going to run to the store and get whipped cream if they don't like it, right? But they like it. So Grandmom's going to take a run. Judy said, oh, thank you. Thank you, Jude. All right, Judy O said, Lori, back in high school, we made invitations for homecoming dance and we burned the edges of the parchment paper. I made a scroll. It was cool. And the ink on the paper. Yes. I guess it was a craft fair I was doing, and I had inked the edges, and a customer, well, I shouldn't say customer, someone in the it wasn't a vendor. It was, somebody there visiting. I guess they were a customer to somebody. They didn't buy anything from me, but they were asking the same question. They thought I had burnt the edges where I had inked. Both of my children do not like whipped cream, if you can even believe it. And my daughter used to say, well, I don't like anything vanilla based. So she felt like if it was chocolate, she might give it a go. But no, neither one of my kids. And my son was a sweet face. I mean, he liked sweets. And it's not that it's that sweet, but come on. I'm assuming that this is going to hold this lace down. So when I was going through, I was working on another project today. And when I was going through materials for that project, I found some Reader's Digest pages that I was using. I think my son has potential to be arty. My daughter can draw stick figures. She likes to knit. She really doesn't knit anymore because she's got 2 young children and she's a school teacher. So she doesn't really have time. My son has done things when he was younger. I'm trying to get him. Actually, now he's thinking about moving towards a tattoo, becoming a tattoo artist. And so I'm hoping that will bring out some of his art skills. But see, he would sit on the couch and say, hey, look, guys. And he would have taken my name and my husband's name and just freehanded drawn our names in the shape of a heart. Who can do that unless you're talented? You know what I mean? So I think he does have talent. I don't like to whip cream on ice cream or milkshake, pie, pudding, etc. Sure. Okay, I'm not. Okay, well, let me read that again. I don't like whipped cream on ice cream or milkshakes, pie, pudding, etc. loaded up. I always get an iced coffee at Dunkin' Donuts with caramel and cream because that's cheaper. This is my bonus son told me this. That's cheaper than getting the latte. Tastes the same. He's right. And I get whipped cream on top. Love it. Love it. Okay. So this, I think, needs a little something else. So I was thinking about a little bit of this. Wouldn't it be lovely if everything was frayed? Yeah, right, Judy? That's what I think. So I've been trying to encourage him over the years. So at Christmas time this year, I got everybody something artsy or crafty. Now I got my daughter calligraphy. My daughter, oh gosh, I don't have anything here to show you. Okay, this is how it was. She would do a project when she was in high school, 12th grade, her physics class. She had to do a report. She did the report. She printed. She didn't write. She printed the whole report. All the teachers' comments on her report were on Post-it notes with one final note that said, "I couldn't bring myself to write on your paper. They're so beautiful. I put all my comments on a Post-it note." I mean, this kid can print like you can't believe, okay? So I got her a calligraphy set. So I think she's going to use that this summer because she just finished school Friday. So she'll have some free time. And I gave my son, well, not I, we gave our son, oh goodness, Lori, a pencil set and then a book to help him draw, see how to draw simple things. Yeah, well, I got that back. Here, Mom, I don't think I'm really going to use this. But now with the tattoo thing coming up, he's asked for the pencils back. Has anyone had a dirty Coke? It's a little lime juice Coke and a little coffee creamer and can have flavor. Oh, really? No, I never even heard of it. But I don't get out much. Try cashew cream. You'll love it. Well, I like cashews. So where do you get the dirty Coke? Oh, I would love for them to do something in art. My granddaughter teases her mom. Yeah, Mom can only do stick figures. But isn't it, don't you find yourself, um, if you don't have an interest, you're just not going to do it, right? Like I've said before, my sister Nancy has started in the last year doing watercolor and acrylic painting, and she's really good. And she's really enjoying it. Never has had an interest before now. And our youngest sister keeps saying she can't do that. She can't do any kind of art. But the truth of the matter is she hasn't tried and she didn't have an interest to do it. She really doesn't. I don't know. I'm thinking I might go with that. Oh, a friend made it and you did. Oh. Gail says she doesn't drink any cola with sugar in it anymore. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I have been doing, the diet soda, diet Pepsi. So I guess I could do that. So a little bit of lime and creamer. Cream. Okay, so thinking that little pop of color there is good. Maybe I need, this is really going to be wild. Yeah, my granddad could draw. Angie said her brother and her nephew can draw. Her dad could carve birds. Momo can't do anything. Can't do nothing. My youngest sister felts very well, I think. She does that quite well. I don't know if I want to. You know what? Maybe I should do not paint. Maybe I should do ink. Ink. Oh, I forgot I had these too. This might look cute. Just want to keep adding. It's still a little damp, I think. Gosh, I thought that would have. My sister just went. My younger sister was just at a vegetarian. First, she said, at Blue Sage, I'm so excited. And I said, well, I'm happy for you, but I don't even know what that is. And she said, it's a vegetarian restaurant. And she's not vegetarian. Not that you have to be to go, but I was just surprised. And then I looked at the menu online. She was there with a girlfriend. I'm like, no, thank you. I didn't know what half of the stuff was. Although when my son and I were in an airport waiting for a flight when we were in Europe, I ordered the vegetarian breakfast. That was good, but it was more like a traditional British breakfast. You know, it had the beans and all that jazz on it. So that's kind of why I did it too. But it was good. And I wonder how this would look if I did a couple little leaves. This little wheelie thing. Or maybe right there. I don't know, the more I fuss, you know. I think I'm going to need some kind of dark. Well, I got to glue this on. Well, I didn't glue this on. It's not good. I want some of that to hang over. Well, this looks absolutely nothing like the gal in the magazine. What she did. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So I'm not too pleased about that. All right, I have to have a little sip of water. I don't like to clean. I'm very lazy. I just missed. I'm not paying attention well. Now I'm on StreamYard, so it's a little different here. Let's see. Jude says exactly, Lori. She relates to that. We all at any age, we all create in some form or another. Cooking, gardening, yep. Very true. Well, that's true, Gail. But I liked the overall look and feel and the coloring. So maybe I should have went more. But I have other pages. A girl that used to cut my hair many, many years ago, we went to the same church, and she didn't really like folding clothes either. So what she decided to do was while she was folding the clothes, she would pray for the person whose clothes they were. And then it wasn't really a chore for her after that. So that was cool. I'll never forget that. All right. I wonder what this would look like. If I just put on some of this yellow. Now I also have in the oxide Trudy, did you see me use it as a stamp pad? It worked really good. But I didn't clean this bit off. I cleaned it off before. Excuse me. But I usually have glue and paint there. I was listening. I was lurking. Did I say hi? I don't know if I even said hi. I don't think I did this morning on Ann. Ann was on. Ann Lar was on. Sorry, I had a nap, but now I'm yawning. She was on for Carol. Carol's wasn't feeling well, I guess, and she asked Ann if she would go on, which of course she did. And Ann just cracks me up between her accent and the way she says some things. It just cracks me up. I can't imagine having Ann for a teacher. It must have been so much fun. No, I forget why I was telling you this. But she was saying she used, different people do stuff so different, and then you pick up tips from different people that you watch. Or look at this. See, it wasn't my fist. I put my page right in that goopy stuff. And she said she saw somebody do it, and she was talking about buying glue sticks from Amazon. Ann likes to glue. And she was showing some books and stuff that she was working on. And somebody had asked if she uses a credit card to smooth out the stuff she glues down. And she said sometimes she does, but she has a little brayer that she uses. But sometimes she also uses the cap of her glue stick. I had never heard of that before. I thought that was a cool idea. Oh, military style. I learned how to roll clothes for my last trip. I know, right, Gail? Can you imagine? And, she found a game to keep the kids engaged. And I don't know. She's just a hoot. She's just absolutely a hoot. I really enjoy her. Some of my rolled clothes weren't so good, but I think it helped with my packing. My son's like, "Oh yeah, can you roll my stuff? Can you roll my?" Oh, this is ink. Oh heavens! I thought I had. Oh, I know I have it. I don't know where it is. It's buried in the drawer. Let's do this. I think I want to see. Okay, look at that. Okay, look. See where I put the paint? When I put the paint on my hand and then stamped. Now I'm going over it with this ink. And that looks cool. Way cool. Okay. I'm liking that already. And then I had some stencils. I still haven't found my Timmy stencils that I've lost. They've got to be in a bag. In the bag. This is just a piece of paper that was in some stuff that I purchased from a lady. I'm really have abused it, and I think it was a lot bigger. I had to pull apart a lot of it and throw it out because I've just abused it. I've abused it for sure. Where's that little? Let me try this little thing. Let's see. See, I'm not a very confident mixed media person. Maybe I should have stuck to the black. I don't know if there's enough of a contrast here. Okay, Gail, thanks for coming. I appreciate it so much. Have a good evening. Yeah, see, Janice, I would never even have thought of that. That's where I say, bro. Okay. I like the idea. I don't like how it's turning out. Let's see. Let's start over. That little thing doesn't work. This is too goopy. Let's go back to the regular. All right, now I don't think I have a designated inker for black. And you know what? I think it's because I mostly used to just do black on the edges. So especially like if I have one on, this is like that linen stuff, but I like to buy the cheap ones that are the foam, because then you can ink the edges of things really easily. Let's see. This is dark enough. This will work. It's like a dark purple, but I think this will work because I think I want some contrast here. Yeah, it's just not doing it for me. Hey, Julie Parker. How are you? All right, let me try this stamp. Just like I think this is a Tim Holtz one. I don't know. I'm telling you, I don't feel like in my life most of the time I'm ever have been at the right place at the right time, except when I bought this load of craft stuff from this from this lady. I don't know. I got so much good stuff from her. So much that I would never have been able to ever get. Really. Never. And I gave her a little more than what she was asking. Well, I ended up buying more than what she had for sale. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. And I saw her ad come up on Facebook Marketplace. And I thought, no, I'm seeing things. Hey, Jen. And so I sent a message right away, and she said, no, it's for sale. And I said, I want it, you know. And she said, are you sure you're going to come and get it? I said, yes, I'll come. And we agreed on a date that I would go, pick up the stuff. And then she messaged me again and said, are you sure? I said, I will be there. Unless I die, I will be there. And so I went by myself. I guess it was about a 2-hour ride for me. And when I got there, she said, I'm so glad you came. She said, I can't believe it. She said, after I got your message, she said, I must have gotten 60 to 80 different requests and messages, that people were interested. And then after I saw what she had and purchased, she had it all ready for me when I walked in the front door. It was all there, all stacked up. Her and her husband had gotten it all together for me. And she said, are you interested in blah, blah, blah? And then she took me upstairs to her workroom. Some of you probably heard this story before. And she had all this other stuff. So I said, I can give you cash and I can write a check for the rest of it, but I didn't know, so I didn't bring. So she allowed me to do that, which was great. And they loaded it all in my car. Wonder if that'll show up. And for me, that's the only time I can really think of being in the right place at the right time. Yolanda. I missed Yolanda. Devin. I said, the only Yolanda I know is Devin. Hi, Devin. I had a nap. Although I am starting to feel a little yawny. So I have this old book that I'm taking apart and trying to create these pages that I was inspired by in my... Hey, Dana. How are you? Dana, did you get to go to the beach? And how's your dad? Stephanie G. Dana had a birthday yesterday. She was planning to get to the beach. Yeah, this isn't working out so good here either. See, now I muddied up that white. But now I'm thinking about putting more on. Okay, Janice. Thanks for being here. Have a good evening. I think my husband might still be awake. That's unusual. I'm going to scrunch that around. How old is your nephew, Ange? You got to do what you're comfortable with. Whatever works for you. Tell them that's what makes the world go round. Different strokes for different folks. End of story. Just leave it at that. Just leave it at that. All right, let's see what else I have here. I think this might be a piece of paper I got from Mitts. I don't know. Did Dana say how her dad is? It's kind of bright. Maybe I'll use the orange side. Hope I wasn't planning on using this for something else. I don't know. I have this song in my head. I always have a song in my head, I guess. All right, let's see. Where's my other? Here it is. Let's scrunch this up a little bit. Hi, Heavenly Gifted today. Heavenly Gifted, are you Jacqueline? Oh, geez, my memory. I don't know if you are. I think if you're who I think you are. Or that could be Lovely. Maybe Lovely is Jacqueline. I don't know. I apologize for not knowing your name. I know we were chatting. Zena, hey, hey, hey. Letitia. Okay. So I've seen you at Zena's. Heavenly. Letitia. Okay. I'm going to try to remember that. Did you already do your gig? You had a gig tonight, didn't you, Zena? At a campground? I think that's what someone said earlier. Where were we earlier? We were all somewhere earlier. Okay, I need to find another focal point. Oh, there's a gnome on a big old cat. Oh, look. Not a gnome. Look, there's a brownie on a cat. So you think of the regular size of a cat, and there's the brownie sitting on the cat. See what I want on this other one here. Anyway, what I think I was starting to tell you that I was going through. Oh, look at these little girls. They're so cute. I should just pull out all the pictures. How cute. Look at this old guy. He looks like he's getting ready to pick apples or something. And I found all these cool pictures from it was freezing 02 to 5. Yeah, it really got cold. All right, Devin says she went and saw the movie Top Gun. She really enjoyed it, even if it was cheesy. Thread and glue designs. I don't know. Have I met you? I don't know if I have, but hello, and welcome. I can't really ask my son about movies because he likes everything, really, pretty much everything. I don't think I know anybody else that saw Top Gun. I am not a Top Gun fan. We'll just leave it at that. So, and I don't really do the movies much anymore. Unless it's got to do with Harry Potter. I just really am not interested. Harry Potter? That's the gnome I erased. I forgot about her. Not gnome. I keep saying gnome. It's not a gnome. It's a brownie. Okay, so I'm looking for something that's going to really pique my interest for this next page. I guess all the text is about the same. Brownie on the ice. This kind of makes you hungry for a brownie. I guess it really doesn't matter. I'll just tear a little piece. Now the part that I already have torn doesn't have anything on the back. Me, hello. She keeps her pics from books too. I love what you made. Oh, thank you. Good night. Yeah, I keep getting distracted. Some of the images are really cool, and I thought they would go great in my little composition mini as far as doing collage. Yeah, this is really Adventures of a Brownie. Maybe I'll do that. I don't think I want another brownie. There's two little girls and they're smelling flowers. Well, the one is. And there's a brownie down there handing them the flowers. Anne just got your back, Zena. She's gonna take care of it for you. Well, here's these two little girls again. See, they're kind of big. See, I picked really small pages. This is kind of cute. This is kind of cool. It's a chicken that's gotten in a cage, I guess, trapped. And it's got little chicks around the bottom. Let's see if I can get some of this in. I don't want to cut off all those little chicks. Let's see. It's kind of boring. I know, right, Jen? This was an old, well, I don't know how old because it doesn't have the date. What did I put where did I put the cover? Adventures of a Brownie. It's like, the girls were saying earlier, it's like a, not a fairy, more like a, I forget the right word now. But they're mischievous little creatures, you see. And me was probably working on a project. Oh, I'm hungry too, Ange. I'm thinking as soon as I'm done this, what am I going to do? Go make a sandwich? Excuse me, I've got a frog in my throat. These are long pieces that are in that jelly roll. I wonder if I put a little piece of that under here. Oh, yes, I like that. The Thread and Glue Design. I don't know your name, so I'm just going to call you Thread for now. I did a steampunk type of grunge thing the other day. I don't really do anything steampunkish, but it didn't turn out too bad. Okay. Twist my arm, twist my arm. My goodness. Do you believe it just, I don't have a cliff. I have almost kind of a cliff. It just went. Now I started with, you know, if you want to put something in a frame and it's got the mat, sometimes you can find them at a thrift shop, Goodwill. So I use that as my substrate. And the idea is that I will put it on a cover. There's some of Angie's yo-yos. And then I've got some scrapple tile. This one we flipped over and stamped on the back. And then this is just some fabric that was had some batting in between that I painted and grunged that up. And then added some metal. And this is a Tim Holtz stamp. And after I stamped it, I decided to paint it all black and cut it out. Some gears. And this is a piece of, well, I don't know if you were here earlier, thread. No, I don't see it. It's under, oh yeah. This is just like a piece of old, I think at one time it was a runner. But it's got stitches right there, kind of look like a garter, so put that on. This is a metal corner, book corner. Yeah. Okay, so you're a Stephanie also? Okay, Stephanie. I will try my best to remember. And I would write it down, but you know what? I won't remember where I wrote it. I'm pathetic. So I don't know that I like this here. I think I might find something different. But I need to find something to put underneath, you know, to fill the hole. So, yeah, that was Friday's project. And because it's Father's Day tomorrow and the littles are coming, we were hoping to use the pool. I said earlier, we're hoping to use the pool, but it's going to be too cool. But they're still going to come for lunch. And that's when I stream on Sunday. Thank you. Thank you, girls. I don't really do punk. I like the way it looks. But I was just, I don't know. Thought I wanted to try. This is the other one I had done. I followed somebody's tutorial or tube. I don't remember the lady's name. But this is more like, you know, my look. Oh, Stephanie loves punk. Gotcha. I like the color punk. Teresa said she's making a white beaded rose to wear tomorrow. Aww. That's cool. Yeah, so if you see some of these things like at a thrift shop, pick them up. Because then you just plop that down on top of a Reader's Digest cover. It looks marvelous, darling. Just marvelous. Okay, so, I've got an unwanted thread there. I think I've glued it. I think I've glued it in. I might have to put something there to cover it. Don't like it. All right, so let's do this. I think I want to do, okay, so who wasn't here before, didn't see the human. Hi, Aunt Beck. Nice to see you. Didn't see the human stamp pad. I had a piece of, all right, so you want to clean off your stamp pad if you can. Probably should do it when it's, you know, damp, not after the paint has dried. See, now I did stamp on this and it was white, but then I went ahead and I put the distress ink on top, which I like, but now I think I need a little pop of it white again. So I laid down earlier. I was just going to lay down for a minute and man, I went out. I guess I was probably out a good hour and a half or so. And so I don't feel too bad. I mostly feel hungry. Got some pickles. Oh, that sounds good. All right, so I'm just using this little fatty spot of my hand, and I just put some white paint on there. I just tried this. Oh, I just had another idea. Where's my fabric? I wonder if I can print it on the fabric. Oh, let's try. And then I'm just putting my stamp in it. Oh, not bad at all. The other day I was trying to get that bee stamp to show up, and I wanted a white or a lighter color. And I just don't have any luck with, well, I shouldn't say luck. I don't have any success with the white ink. So it's not too bad. I mean, it could be clearer. Uh-oh. Will you be okay, Aunt Beck? You just took them too early? Okay, so now that's really wet. So let me dry that a little bit. Okay, I'm going to glue that down. Hi, Vanessa. It's nice to see you. Girls, for those of you that just came in, this looks nothing like what I wanted it to look like. I mean, it looks okay. But I'm good with instruction. Pretty good with instructions. It's supposed to be taken on a completely empty stomach. Oh. Yeah. All right, let's put this down. I don't know why I like these little pages. Well, they're different, I guess, you know. Not the same old size that I usually work with. I've got that rooster. Let's have a little bit of cheesecloth. cheesecloth. I do love my cheesecloth. Just put a little tuft of that behind there. So he's got like I don't know if you can how well you can see the picture. It looks like a basket that he walked under and probably tripped the cord, and then the basket fell down and trapped him, right, or her. And you got all the little chicks around the bottom. So you've got this fabric on top. I have a piece of old hanky. Yeah, I don't think I want that on top of that. It takes too much away from the picture. Let me get my glue brush. Jen, I got my first issue of my art journaling magazine after waiting several months for the subscription to start. And so one of the ladies in there, I'll show you in one moment, has several art journal pages that she's showing. Now, they're not folios. She's doing single pages. But she was somewhere and purchased an old frame. And when she got home and took the frame apart, there was old paper, old newspaper articles and cardboard, and she just wanted to use it in an art project, art journaling project. So she made these pages. And I just was attracted to the pages. I think they looked really cool. But she doesn't tell you how she did it. She gives you some art tips, and she talks about finding the frame, and then taking it apart and finding how sometimes you take apart a frame and, people put newspaper or cardboard so it doesn't slip. I forgot the cheesecloth. Oh my gosh, I did. Oh, see, so busy talking. What did I do with it? Oh, heavens. That's not going to come up because that paper's so thin. Look, I totally lost it. All right, I'll put it there and put something else on top of it. What a goober. Yeah, and I'll be on again tomorrow morning. Yeah, she was on this morning I was saying to the girls, she just cracks me up. She's a riot. I love those books she was showing. I have an Ann Lar book, Ann Lar journal. Okay, so this article is called Unframed. And so she just took pages, and she says she likes to put masking tape down the side. Let's see, she just stenciled. Looks like she stamped and stenciled, but you can see the old pages behind. This looks to me, I was saying to the girls, this looks like an old playing card to me. But she doesn't say actually how she got this coloring and technique on her pages. Now, I started out with greens, and I think it was 2. The cheesecloth is laying on top of the card. I'm blind. I'm blind in my one eye. I don't know. I have plenty of cheesecloth, but that's really not the point, is it, girls? Angie, chocolate cake. See, now this is even lighter yet, but see, it looks like she's got tickets and pages and all kinds of stuff layered there. Now over here, she uses some red and then bits. So I just thought it was cool. See, she's got some, looks like muslin under there. I don't know if she's drawn this or if that could be a stamp. it's kind of cool. Pound cake. Oh my gosh, you guys are killing me. I love pound cake. So I got stuff in for the kids coming tomorrow, and I'm trying not to get into it. I cannot believe I did that. See, jibber jabber. Oh, here it is. Here's a piece. Okay. So I've got my little chicken. And I didn't put my words on either. Maybe that's a little too much. Maybe it's a bit too much. You know, it's just cheesecloth, okay? And it's just, I took apart a recipe book, and I like the pages and I like the size of the pages. So then when I saw that lady's article, her name is Elizabeth, I just thought I could do that with the pages that I liked, that I wanted to make a journal out of. Now I lost my other pages. I just can only think about cake. What a goofball. I put everything out of the way, so now I don't know where I put my other pages. But yes, so the idea is that I thought, and then I had this old book with these real, oh, here they are. This old, oh, there's the cover too. Hey, how about that? Woohoo! So, you made pound cake? Oh, French toast. Mm-hmm. 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 So Texas toast is just the size. It doesn't mean that it's got the spices and stuff on it. Chocolate cake. You're a little nudge there, Ange. Yeah, so there's the extra. So I was using the pages. I thought I would use the pages. So that's what the words and the pages are. But see, these are just little lemon jumbles. So I thought it would make a cute little journal. All right, back to this. The magazine, Tina, that book. I love bread. Judy says just thicker bread. The magazine. I'm getting 4 issues. And I think I got it. It was marked down for like maybe $48, $49, maybe. It's been a while. I know, right, Devin? I was already a little hungry. Now it's worse. But on the bottom here, it says $15.99 US and $19.99 Canada. And if you find any of these like older issues, like on eBay and such, a lot of them are a lot more than that. There's a lot in there. And poor Colleen, hers arrived and she's missed 36 pages. Yeah, that would be nice, Julie. Although I don't really see this sitting on. I guess they go very quickly. Yeah, Colleen said she was missing 36 pages. I think like what, 104 to 144, something like that. I think the postman took it. But my wife's going to like that and tore that right out. Okay, where's my... Yes. I don't know, Ange. My baseball team won, so... See, I'm going to forget this stupid stuff again. I'm going to have to say, Lori Marie, what are you doing here? Okay. The Adventures of a Brownie. I don't know, Dev. I'm pretty sure she said she's missing. I don't know how far up I can... Colleen, are you still here? Colleen's a night owl. She's still here? Let's see. Let me see how far back I can go, because it was at the beginning of my stream. She came in and she said, is your magazine normal? And I wasn't sure what she meant. And I thought she had said it's because she was missing. Okay, let's see. See how far back up I can go. There's Kathy, Tanya. Oh, I missed that part. Is your magazine normal? Right? I'm missing 36 pages. She said they knew exactly why she was calling them. They have a big batch of misprints, and they're sending her another one. A brownie is a Girl Scout. A brownie is a dessert, and a brownie is also a little creature that can be mischievous. So the girls were saying earlier they're more like, not like a fairy, more like an elf. So just be careful. They can be in your homes or in your barn. And it sounds like they pull pranks on people. Pranksters. Little pranksters. Time for a sip of water. All right, I need something. I need something else. Sorry, that was a really big gulp. Big gulp. All right, what time is it here? It's 11:30. Gosh, some of you just have come in. I'm going to put this aside. That's really not aside. I'm going to put that up there on my keyboard. And I'm going to take another page. Oh my gosh, look at these lemon cookies. This is a citrus crescent. Lemon jumbles. Chocolate and lemon pinwheels. Okay. On this one, I think I'm going to try something a little different just to see, because I have it in my brain. So I'm just going to try to get it out of my brain before I sign off. So let's just see if I have anything sitting around here, you know, that's right close to me. have a little lake that sits right behind us. It's not directly behind us. We have a little canal that goes into the lake behind us. And there are bullfrogs. They are so loud. These bullfrogs are so loud. I think I'm hearing them even with the door shut. Those guys are always singing. Singing, singing, singing. Oh, this is cool paper. I think I got a coloring book wrapped in this. Why was I saving this? Who knows? Who knows? I just ordered 2 coloring books. Don't tell Ron. Well, I didn't know the Momo. I didn't know Momo Girls had another one. See, I don't look, because if I look, it's just it's better if I don't look. But I don't know what got me looking. And then, see, this is the other thing that's bad about my personality is, look, if I know something's discontinued, or if I know, okay, so say Jen, well, like Julie. Okay, let's take Julie Parker for an example. Julie Parker's wanting the 3D embossing folder things. Thank you, Teresa. I appreciate that so very much. And she can't get it where she is, so I wanted to try to find it. Well, I mean, shipping is outrageous. Okay, Devin, I did look, I guess yesterday, but I didn't see one today. I think I looked maybe earlier. I'll go in and look. Thank you. And I don't know what caused me to look, but I saw that this one coloring book, which I don't know, I can't even tell you what it's called because it's in a different language. It's either Indonesian or Japanese or Korean, or I don't know. But yeah, was it the butterfly, Julie? Maybe it was the one with the butterfly. So I found it, but then to ship it to Julie, it's just, I just can't bring myself to do it because shipping right now is so outrageous. It's a little tiny thing. It weighs less than an ounce. But see, then I gotta find it. I gotta be able to find it or get it. Anyway, so this color book is not in print anymore. Well, it's like magic words to me. Click. So that one's coming from Japan. I found a better price than on Etsy. So, I mean, I did get it for half of what I originally saw it for, which really doesn't really matter. Okay, so I was looking for like a ticket or something. I don't know if this is really, what is this? This is an old lottery ticket. February 1973. Yeah, I'm gluing that down. I'm gluing that baby down. You did, Julie? Oh, good. It was so upsetting. Okay, so now I had to add a bunch of Tim Holtz type stuff. Let me see what else. Whoops. Let me see what else I can put on here. Oh, that makes me so happy, Julie. Yeah, so if somebody in alive says something like, "Oh, I've been trying to find this and I can't find it," I am immediately, and I'm not a good researcher or anything. I don't give up, and I just keep looking and keep looking. It's great. It's just, it's not good. It's not good to be like this. All right, so she had some stuff like this. So it might look cool. Maybe I need another little something. We'll see. We'll see. So I'm going to glue this stuff down this time. See, last time I just did straight on the... This Tim Holtz stuff is so freaking cool. That might be enough. Okay, so I'm just going to glue this down. Oh, no, I'm just like crazy. I'm crazy. I heard some, but where was I? Somebody said it was like a blue, like an ocean blue or something. So I didn't really see. I didn't really see it. I never remember to watch for the release. Was it good? I didn't really see. I think I was at Maddie's and they were saying something about the new color was released. I know the girls, what was it, at Kathy Berg's the other day were saying Kathy guessed a yellow and somebody else wanted, I forget, somebody wanted green. It was a blue. Yeah, it's some kind of, supposed to be like an ocean blue or something. Just don't anybody say they can't find it because it's kind of late. Oh, thanks, Teresa. No, it's a personality flaw. See, so if I put this down and then maybe do a wash of like a tan, because see, her pages originally were more tan. Oh, there goes my phone. Let's see. It's usually my, if it's this late, it's usually my son. Let me just make sure. Yeah, my son sent a photo. Lately, it's been tattoos he's been working on. We'll see. Okay. I'm already liking the way this maybe is going. It's a little better than what I did earlier. Maybe I should put down. Oh, thank you, Jen. You know what? I don't know if he does. Well, there's yellow in the oxides and stuff, but I don't know if that's his or if that's. I can't keep them straight. What's Ranger and what's Tim's, and I just had the yellow out. What's it say on it? Does it say have his name on it or? Yeah, Tim Holtz, Distress Oxide, the Squeezed Lemon. So yeah, Angie does. And I think there's a straw, and there might be like a marigold or something. So they're all in the yellow family. See, now what I liked about the lady in the magazine, you could see like the neutral color, but you could see, you're welcome, honey, but you could see the stuff underneath too, right? I don't necessarily want to see those cookies. I just was zhuzhing that a little bit. Vellum. That's an idea, isn't it? Kind of like that here. Covering up some of that. And I was thinking I would stitch some of these. Yeah, I put a little bit of this on. See that it's kind of like that, but not really. Somewhere I have tracing paper. I'm using golden matte medium that I put in a little, like a little, not deli, but like, you know, you would get a little salad dressing in. You know, I have some of those little containers. I got to put it in a different one though, because the lid got all wonky. It's kind of getting crusty around the edges. What if I put down, a little piece of my cheesecloth, a little snippet. I love the honey colors too, yeah. Now, I see I'm feeling better about this than I did the other page. And then I have this thing I showed you earlier. Wonder how it would look with a piece of this glued down. You know, like a little bit. A little itty bit. Wild honey. Yeah, right. Oh, I think I have that. Not in a stamp form, but in a little bottle. I wonder what that is I have. It's not an alcohol ink. And it's really a strong color. Stain. Wild honey. But this isn't alcohol ink. Who knows? Have no idea where I picked that up or why I have it. Just have it. All right, now I'm thinking I want some kind of neutrally color. So I really want to mimic what she did because I really like it. Why do you have to copy me? Anybody ever watch? It's years ago. Terry. I know, right, Jen? I don't know. It's like a table runner or something. I just had a hunk of it. I don't know where I got it. Terry, my daughter knows her name. Terry O'Teary, or I don't know. She used to do stunts with, not stunts, skits with Will Ferrell. My gosh, it was so stinking funny. These people were so stinking funny. Chevy Chase. Okay, Ange. Thanks for being here. I hope you enjoyed your chocolate cake. Try to take it easy tomorrow, Ange. Try to enjoy the day and be thankful that you had such a great dad. Let's just leave it. Let's just say that. Okay, so now the thing is, this has to dry. So let's hit it with the heat gun. And then I think I want some kind of a beigey beigey color. I don't know if I can turn my paint wheel. I've moved a few things and it might impede its ability to spin. Khaki tan, that might work. All right, let's give it a go. You had to make Molly Shannon a chocolate milk. Is that your daughter? No, your daughter's name isn't Molly. Who's Molly Shannon? Oh, Angie, you're a sweetie. Have a good snooze. Okay, I'm missing the Molly Shannon shake. I used to serve them. Oh, Saturday night. Oh, see, I know the old ones. I don't know that person. I know the. I used to watch. See, I'm old girls. I'm a lot older than most of you, I'm sure. Yes, Sherry O'Terry. I was that. I was thinking Terry. Yes. Oh my gosh, my daughter just said, "Ha ha! Don just slipped on a fresh crap." I used to watch. I didn't watch it when she was on it, but I used to watch when Jane Curtin and Gilda Radner, all those guys. See, I'm old. I don't know if that they were the first cast, but they were probably one of the earlier first casts. I used to do a pretty mean Rosanna Nana. Steve Martin would be on, and of course Dan Aykroyd, all those guys. All right, so now I want to get a bigger brush and have a really kind of a wash. Oh, Saturday Night Live. Well, Zena can't be that old because her daughter's not that old, right? So, and of course she doesn't look very old, but of course looks can be deceiving. Some of us look our age. All right, I'm just gonna make a mess. All right, let's see if this will do what I think it will. That looks like melted coffee ice cream. Just saying. You mean that? No, wait a minute. Oh my gosh, that just registered what you said. I thought you meant people there were having Saturday Night Live type, but you mean the actual cast? You worked at a place where the actual cast would have their parties? Oh, thanks, Julie. Oh my stars. Oh, girls, this looks better than this looks more like what I want. But I like to really tone down that blue. Maybe I'll use full strength paint in that one spot. Look, I got it leaking. It's like the Jordan River. Oh my gosh. Can I have your autograph, see? Met them all? Girl. Were they as funny in person as they were? Because see, like I used to also watch Jamie Foxx. My dad and I used to sit up and watch Rowan and Martin. Okay. And I always loved, we used to watch I can see her, Carol Burnett. And like when you would see Tim Conway and who's the other guy? He was always laughing. Tim Conway, not Lyle Wagner, the older guy. I can't think of his name. They were hysterical and they were so funny. But when you would see, and Tim Conway was funny, outside of that, the skits and stuff, right? As his own person, he was, he was just funny. But that other guy, well, he wasn't. He wasn't funny at all. If he didn't have the lines, he just wasn't funny. Can't think of his name. Carol Burnett would know who I mean. I loved when she did the mama. Okay, so I think that looks pretty decent. I just have to let that dry. This looks more like what I would want it to look like. This looks more like what that gal did in the magazine. So I'm going to let that dry. I think I'm going to say goodnight. I need a comfort break. I need a snack. I think I need a coffee. I'm starting to feel like I got to get out of my chair. Barbara, 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 I cannot believe you're here. I was going to say earlier, where's that Barbara? And I thought, no, that's not fair. I don't want her to feel like, oh. Love the left page. It's a cheesecloth. It's the cheesecloth. Night, Julie. Well, it's not night for you, right? It's probably morning. Barb, getting ready to skedaddle. Barb, I didn't think you'd be up this late. Okay, so I'm not going to stream tomorrow because it's Father's Day. So I will leave a notice on my community page. But let's face it, nobody looks there. Oh. Well, you would have liked what we were talking about earlier with the little brownies. Oh, it's afternoon. Okay, Julie. That makes sense. All right. So, unless I do an impromptu, I will see you at other streams, I'm sure, throughout the week. But I don't stream again. I'm not supposed to stream again until Friday. Of course, the Fridays are getting here a lot quicker these days than they used to. So, I'm going to go have me a tinkle and have me a little snack. Good night, Jen. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it so very much. And I shall see you somewhere. Have a good evening. Have a good afternoon. Don't forget, take time to be creative and enjoy the journey. And I hope to see you all soon. I love you. Bye-bye.